I'm Imran, one of the founders of Alliance.
Ciao. I really love the 0 to 1 game. Going from zero, from scratch, to product market fit.
Crypto has been around for a while now, but the apps and infrastructure that are going to take us from great ideas to something that can actually change the world have yet to be created. That's what the hackathon is all about.
To me, the hackathon is an in-person interview of founders who are potentially interested to work with us.
Could we give them a set of training wheels that could help stimulate environments of being a founder? Could they pass the test? Why don't we give them 1 week of our time and help them come up with the right idea? And at the end, we give the winner $350,000 and a spot in the Alliance Accelerator. Before we get ahead of ourselves, we should talk about how we got here.
I'm hoping that every single one of you buys $1 worth of Bitcoins.
At Coinbase, we have roughly 650,000 consumer wallets.
Watching history be made, Bitcoin is now up to $111.
I think it's rat poison.
Do you still have your Bitcoin?
It's a decentralized system that contains some kind of shared memory. Blockchains are usable for much more than peer-to-peer digital currency.
What's up, Bitcoin?
Probably rat poison squared. The last Bitcoin ETF still standing has bit the dust.
What is the purpose of the token?
As a central bank, we have the ability to create money digitally.
The power of the pump always comes back to you if you respect the pump of other people.
Both apes.
Love it.
I hodled, I bought more, and I've hodled again.
The first public block of stock in the blockchain.
Bitcoin will go to fucking zero.
We're gonna do some TikToks for you guys. And where you going, bro?
I just want to let you know jail's not that bad.
Sam?
People lost a lot of money.
Crypto will eventually win. It's inevitable.
A wave of Bitcoin ETFs have been approved.
All you really need to solve is how do I synchronize all of the world's information?
I believe Bitcoin is legitimate.
The investments I'm looking to make are geared towards applications that'll be mainstream.
Everybody's hopes and dreams are in a banana zone.
Good to see everyone in person. Who here wants to build a big startup? Okay, great. So welcome to the MVP Hackathon. The prize for the hackathon is a spot in our accelerator. In terms of criteria for judging the winner or the winners of the hackathon, number one is an interesting, creative, potentially big problem. The second criteria is hopefully by the end of the 2-week hackathon, you actually have a product that at least alpha users can use.
The way we're thinking about constructing this week is everyone will have office hours that you can book time with Chow and myself. And the core idea is to figure out whether your idea has sustenance, right? Like, is it sustainable? Is it able to get product market fit? Once you guys get to the right idea, then I think you'll have all the tools necessary to build out that MVP by the end of next week.
MVP stands for minimum viable product. It has enough functionality to potentially get the target user hooked, something that you can ship within a few weeks. We encourage founders to ship MVPs quickly in order to test their hypothesis.
So the minimal viable product creates the most valuable player.
Don't rush into implementing the product yet. We figure out together one idea that makes sense for you to work on.
You have Chow and I as resources, and you could use us at any time throughout this whole week.
Coming up with a good one-liner is part of Alliance Accelerator. The one-liner is very important.
Hey, how's it going? MT. I'm building a way to spend crypto like fiat in everyday life.
They see hundreds of applications for each of their batches. I'm pitching them something that I think is, oh my God, like this is brand new, revolutionary. They've heard this hundreds of times already.
We're building decentralized poker.
It's essentially the AI longevity agent.
I'm building a dating app. It's called Unswipe.
TikTok, but people can trade videos.
I'm at the point in my career where I want to build cool shit. And I'm sick of like just working for the man.
So your one-liner was actually 3 liners. Where's the crypto in this?
That was a really bad chart. I drew it on the fly.
Yes.
By the halfway point, I realized it doesn't make sense, but we just kept going. So we've deleted it now. We're gonna do a new version, easier to understand.
And that chart was not financial advice.
Yeah. Don't buy the coin, guys. You will lose all your money.
They have a lot of energy, eagerness to win.
Hey, my name's Nix.
My name is Vish.
We're Fastmind, and we're building the fitness app where you compete for rewards. I create a competition, and I invite friends. It can be something simple as, yo, do 10 push-ups before the end of today. And if you don't achieve it, I win some money.
I can go on my Apple Health, pick kickboxing, I could spar, etc. And the data that's collected from my watch would then feed it to the app, and the app will measure the data that's been given from Apple. But the really cool thing, and what enables this from a crypto perspective, is the ability to wager money.
The on-chain component is basically I create a pool for my health goal. So let's just say, hey guys, I want to get to 20% body fat by the end of the year, sponsor my pool. My friends deposit the funds into the pool, and if I achieve my goal, funds get released, everyone gets some money back, I keep the yield.
I realized that when I'm having like a gym session with like a buddy, I find myself performing more than when I'm doing it by myself.
So that's why we created the pool, which is your friends are now invested in you.
You're building a game, and who knows if it's going to work or not. If this gets a lot of users, then you have the resource to build other games.
I think what Shell's saying is do competition first, and then think about other ways of attracting users.
There's a bunch of devices. There's Apple Watch, there's Fitbit, blah, blah, blah. Pick one that provides a good...
We've got all of them.
Oh, yeah. We're testing everything out to see which one's the best.
Yeah, exactly.
We've come here for advice from the best. Part of being a founder is having your own intuition, but also being able to get feedback, learn from others. And the feedback we're getting from Imran and Chow is basically, yeah, that sucks, do this instead. And it all made sense. I mean, we're only going to win.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really mean anything because we're only going to win.
My name is Chris. We are building a crowdfunding platform for launching meme coins that can ensure that you will never get rug pull by investing in meme coins.
A rug pull is a blanket term for several types of crypto scams, but usually involves a team hyping a coin and using a social media blitz to drive up the price, and then either removing the liquidity from the token pool or simply dumping their holdings once the price is high enough, getting out with their gains and tanking the coin's value for the other holders.
When people deposit money into the crowdfunding proposal and they hit the target, launch the on-rating pool, everybody cannot sell.
It feels a little too close to existing ICO platforms. You generally don't want to build something that's too close to existing products.
The security law stuff.
I think that's actually a big concern.
Can this be mitigated by not launching in the US?
You're physically in the US.
Yeah.
All of you are physically in the US. You don't want to fuck with the SEC. But I don't know for sure. You should do some research. How'd you meet each other?
All through common friends. Started working together through 3 months.
3 months ago?
Yeah.
What other ideas do you have?
This has been our main focus.
Let's chat tomorrow again, and in the meantime, talk to Imran about any other ideas that are in this realm but different.
We definitely appreciate if we can get the initial cash investment, because right now I've been funding this specific project on my own.
You're making crowdfunding easier, but there's accountability attached to it. And the accountability is your platform.
Our value prop is that the price cannot go down.
How many of you have traded shitcoins in the past? Can you raise your hand? Awesome.
Pacman built the most interesting layer 2 when it comes to go-to-market rather than technology. We just want him to share his learnings building that layer 2.
Something that I think is really important is it's really healthy to be honest with your users. The more explicit that you can be with your users, the more honest you can be, the more likely your users are to trust you. When building, I would probably always just start from like, who are the people that I'm trying to like provide a better, service or more value for. If you just get product market fit with one small cohort of people, even if it's like 1,000 people, that's already a really rare thing in crypto.
Yeah, I was always stunned by the vampire attack you guys did.
A vampire attack happens when a new project with similar or identical functionality to an existing project uses incentives and rewards to lure users and investments away from the original.
I was wondering, like, say we want to do a vampire attack on Tinder or Hinge, how would you design it?
Pretty much like no vampire attack ever outside of like Blur has succeeded. I think the reason why the vampire attacks don't work is because that's not actually the thing that draws the users. Like if your protocol or product is just vampire attack, then basically you're just gonna get those users who are there to farm, and then they're gonna peace out right after. I would not think of it from the perspective of like, how do I design a vampire attack as like from the ground up? Because that's not actually how you win. You win by building something that provides really differentiated value.
My name is Abhilash. I'm from Hyderabad, India. I'm prototyping a Degen app right now.
Degen is someone that's very crypto native that's willing to risk capital to try out the latest products. Normie is someone that may have heard crypto through their friends, they may have seen some news, they may have bought some crypto, not willing to try new products. You have the Degen on one side and a Normie on one side. You can consider this as the spectrum of users that are in crypto.
Any woman can like come and create a room called Riz Room. Every Riz Room has just one key to it, and any man who buys that key, he can chat with that woman in that Riz Room. The twist is anybody can outbid by paying more money and obtain the key. Somebody can come and they can like create a chat room. The chat room is like tokenized on chain, and people can buy, sell keys. While all of this is happening, the creator makes money when every key is like bought or sold. So it's a new way of like making money also for the creator. It's in their interest to make the key price go up. I'm not really thinking about winning. I'm thinking about how to get 5 users. The most important thing is users coming on board.
You could think of it as a Tinder for crypto, and we know that people pay quite a bit for using Tinder or Hinge, and so we think this could be an interesting model to bring crypto to the masses.
The more absurd, the more extreme, the more controversial the idea is, the more it's worth exploring. Like everyone will hate this idea, but they're all gonna use the product.
We're naming it Riz Tech.
If you look at how did computing even start to become relevant, what were like the first things that like consumers were doing on computers? There wasn't really much. It was actually like gaming. And you play like Pong, right? And like that's kind of it. And then you had like tinkerers who were like building random things on it and programming it, but like it wasn't like a real use case. It was just like people were like tinkering around with these things.
My name is Julie.
My name is Thomas Redfern. I played poker for a long time. A lot of poker players were super early in crypto, and so I had friends who were into it pretty early.
I was posting on the internet that I'm gonna go to Ethamber because I'm very tired of like online poker game that is pretty much very shady. I want to build something that's fair. And Thomas was also building ZK Poker, but ZK was very inefficient. So my first intention to reach out to Thomas is, why did you fail? Later on, I realized he's been playing poker for a very long time. I see the passion, so we start the collaboration down the road.
Thomas has been playing poker for 20 years, Julie 10 years. They're domain experts in the field that they want to build for.
There are all these problems with centralized poker sites, and we're aiming to solve those.
This was going to be like a separate mechanism, right? I think like a jackpot, basically. The person who has that NFT can win the jackpot.
Whatever game you create, make it simple. If you're going after crypto natives, their attention span is probably like very short, right? You have to give them a reason to stay there.
A poker with the vision to make it decentralized, that's speculation magic.
So if there's like a Normie to Degen spectrum, like who's our target user? Initially, it was the normies, people who are frustrated with centralized poker sites and would like a decentralized alternative. But over time, it's definitely shifted more, and I feel like now our target audience is pretty much the Degens.
I think poker would be more fun than chess, just by nature. Who will gamble with chess, right? That's so much gambler with poker.
Create a whole new type of poker games, a mode that wasn't possible before crypto. Let's say a poker game where like 1 million people can play at the same time. And then people can buy aces, and they can use the aces.
The cards change the gameplay. It's like the cards are NFTs that change the gameplay. And you'd have like your own deck, and then your own deck would give you special abilities.
Degens or speculators, they want positive EV. They want something they can speculate on and make money from. So that's something we worked really hard on during this hackathon about how do we make sure that people will have a positive EV experience.
My name's Imti. My project, I don't have a name for it actually yet.
So the initial idea was spending crypto like fiat in everyday life. Basically what that means is you have some crypto and then you have like a prepaid debit card that you can like fund. Got feedback from both everyone in Chow.
I could spend crypto by getting a Coinbase card.
Yeah.
Binance card. Question is like what you're building, how is this fundamentally different whereby you build your own wedge in the market?
Of all the solutions out there, there's so many, but I don't know of anyone using them. And I feel like it's because they're targeted towards normies.
What's one behavior that we see today that you could build on top of? I think one is like buy and pay later.
Yeah.
BNPL.
So you buy now, pay later, but you have crypto assets and you're buying like real world things. In terms of my experience, I feel like I would have an advantage building in like, here's a light layer of crypto. It's basically that little line you're working with. That's like crypto, non-crypto.
Yeah.
And it's like, what can you work with?
The reason why I brought up buy now, pay later is because most people are familiar with this model. 20% of Americans hold crypto right now.
Yeah.
That's your market.
I didn't know that like for the first week we would be like more ideating. Interestingly enough, I also booked some time with Chow to get a different perspective. And so from him, it was like, hey, like, there's some headwinds that you might face with this. There's payments, there's like regulatory issues that can come about with this. And like, you might want to, just like start exploring other ideas. I'm kind of doing both. Like I'm kind of doing both. Like I'm doing the buy now, pay later, but then I'm also like, okay, what are other things that I could be interested in?
It might be the Coinbase CEO, that'd be bullish, that'd be cool.
Brian?
Yeah.
That was my second guess.
Gary Gensler, he's coming in and he's announcing that he's finally gonna buy my bags.
I think it's someone Degen. Like Ansem. Hey, Ryan.
Yo, what's up? Nice to meet you, bro.
Ansem showed up. Very Degen. Like intelligent Degen. Like, if this is the scale, he was like over here. Yeah.
The idea is like to educate developers that crypto isn't just all about speculation.
Yeah,
Because
please do that. Like people outside of crypto who like don't know about crypto, they're like, oh, he's a crypto guy. We'll ask him how to launch a meme coin.
Ansem represents the gateway into crypto. He's like one of the flag bearers. And then he also understands the Degen community really, really well. Being able to bring in new users into crypto.
People like you can invest like 5 million into the vault and you auto invest into
all of the memes? That's smart. That's super smart.
Our placeholder name is Rugless. You like?
Like Rugless.xyz or something?
Would love to set up a demo with you.
I'm definitely down to look at it.
Yeah,
nice
send it in here.
For sure.
Yeah.
My name is Val.
My name is Gene.
We met about almost 2 months ago now. It was kind of last minute. Yeah, it was like 2 days before this started. When he first sent me the message, I was like, absolutely not. Like, I'm not going to spend 2 weeks in New York City. I'm working on a project to build an AI assistant that helps people build smart contracts.
A smart contract is a unique transaction protocol that trustlessly and automatically executes the terms of a predetermined agreement. It is essentially an immediate digital handshake and makes up the foundation of most on-chain projects.
So instead of you having to just write all the contract code yourself, figure out all the implementation details, you can just describe in natural language what you want to build, and then it'll take that natural language and put that into smart contract code that you can then deploy.
We would ask you a question. AI would answer questions. What are you trying to build? And then we try to generate some working code for you.
I really enjoy hackathons in general. This experience for me is just super motivating. There's a huge prize, which is great. Partnership with Alliance is like a huge win. Having the support of the Alliance network, I think that's just like the biggest accelerator.
My name is SocialFi Panda. I'm like totally anti-social guy in the real life. My social life is like totally online, like since I was kid. Successful social founders, they are like truly introverts. In my app, you can earn like infinite money. I want to work on an app where people can speculate the virality of the short form videos.
They're being incentivized, but then there's also the hope that they can get viral.
If you can create viral video, you can earn money.
Yeah.
You predict the outcome of certain like events. If there's some meme going on, price can go up or down based on like how many people buy and sell.
He has very deep expertise in crypto. The product makes perfect sense. You know, you're building a token-based prediction market. What I like about him is he is very focused. He does take feedback, and then he comes back and goes, all right, I built something.
He applied to our program like 7 times actually.
Which is a very good quality.
Which is the persistence is one of the most important quality of a good founder. In the past, his ideas weren't the best. What he's currently building is very interesting, and it's a very crypto-native one.
I feel like this app can create a new experience no other apps provides right now.
Hacking until like 2 a.m. and get up like 7 a.m. come here. I love Panda. I think they're so cute. There's like the one hotel in China, like Red Panda will come into the room. So I want to go there one day. That's my goal.
You want to play poker tonight? Sure. I don't know how to play, but I played once, I think. So
it's the same thing as on-chain Degen.
Okay. Then I got it. Poker night.
Okay, good. Yeah, so basically just playing poker. I think there's like 9 people sign up.
You can play on credit, but if you lose, Chumi's gonna have a fee.
Chow, he's the shark because I think he's probably just have enormous amount of bankroll. So
I can watch.
Yeah, I can watch.
Basically, you either win by winning our showdown. So basically, we compare whose hand is better.
Yeah.
Or you can have other people vote to.
Do you know the martingale strategy when it's playing roulette?
No.
So every time when you lose, you double up your betting. Well, that's actually a very stupid strategy, but somehow if you have infinite amount of money, you'll be able to, yeah.
Who's the shark or who's the fish? You're the shark?
Really sure.
So watch out for Chow. Maybe he just like, oh, lose, buy into the chief leader. If he win once, he'll be like, just double up his stack.
I'm playing.
Your turn.
You just need to win one game.
Yeah.
So you just wait it out for like hitting that one home run.
Yeah. It's like VC. That's it.
Huh?
And then you understand the game.
Ace high. Ace high. Do you have something?
What? No way. What are the odds?
This is
He won the most last night.
Everyone went all in on the last hand, and I had the best hand. So that's how you win at poker. Be lucky, not good.
Who's your co-founder?
If you haven't got your shit together, get your shit together. It's only under the stress you'll figure out who this person truly is.
The first thing I'm gonna tell you to do is to fire everyone.
It's definitely competitive.